Okay, listen to this. You've heard the phrase, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. One woman so good at helping her friends be a bridesmaid in their wedding, she decided to turn it into a business. In 2014, Jen Glantz posted on Craigslist saying, I am a bridesmaid for hire. And she had 300 brides wanting to talk after 48 hours. Jen creates this backstory, an alias for each and every wedding, memorizing details of the bride's life. She's been in more than 125 weddings. She now has a team of professional bridesmaids that works under her. And she's also written a book titled Always a Bridesmaid for Hire about her journey. And Jen Glantz is joining us live now from Brooklyn, New York. Good morning.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
This is, I heard about this and I thought this is amazing and genius. What exactly are people looking for? I thought, and correct me if I'm wrong, these are women who don't have a girlfriend or don't have friends, so they don't have bridesmaids? Don't have cousins?
You are spot on. So there's two types of people who hire me. Type 1 is a person who doesn't have any close friends, and there's nothing wrong with that. That happens. And the other type of person who hires me has friends, but their friends are a disaster, and they need a professional there to handle all the drama.
Did you just say disaster?
I did. And people out there can understand what I mean. These are people who staff the wedding, they show up late. They're not doing what they need to do.
I feel you. Okay. Have you been the maid of honor ever?
I have. I've been a maid of honor. I've had to give a maid of honor speech. I walk down the aisle. I wear the bridesmaid dress. I dance with all the people on the dance floor. I do everything a real best friend would do.
Okay, I wish I was you. All right, it sounds like the most amazing job ever. How much fun. So you try your best to get to know the bride before the big day, but even in those speeches that you're giving, do you ever catch yourself or do other people catch you in the story, and how did that end out?
Sometimes I really have to work hard not only to remember the person's name who hired me if I'm working multiple weddings that weekend, but I have to remember key details. The secret to this job is that when people hire me, nobody else in their life knows I'm hired. I have a fake name, a fake backstory to blend into their life. So I really have to know my details.
Okay, and I would imagine that's a lot of research and a lot of memorization. So you might have some little flashcards or something. I heard your team is booked for 2023. And how much do you charge? Can I ask that? How much do you charge?
Oh, of course. Yeah, we've had over 100,000 people apply to work for us, and we've hired people over the years to work weddings. But if you hire us, we start anywhere from $2,500 and go up from there.
You've had 100,000 people apply for jobs with you.
Yes, everyone wants to be a professional bridesmaid, but I don't think they realize it is not as glamorous as you think. It's a lot of running around, you get a lot of blisters, and you deal with a lot of emotional problems as well. But it's a hot job that a lot of people want. I'm
gonna sign up myself. I think that would be so fun. What's the craziest request you've had?
I've had to deal with wedding crashers, missing grooms. I've had to deal with the police coming because there were fights. I've had fires happen. I've also had to deal with a lot of cold feet. People in the moment saying, Jen, I don't want to do this. Can you help me escape my wedding day? Which I have done before.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay. I was only able to flip through your book. I know that you actually were in an interview with Steve Harvey and you said, are you flirting with me? I think, or something like that. We have no time left to talk about it, but your book, Always a Bridesmaid for Hire. Give us your website real fast.
You can check me out at bridesmaidforhire.com, on TikTok, Instagram at bridesmaidforhire.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation in your cable lineup. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-based, unbiased coverage.